Hello everybody. Give me just a second. Still need to get a few things set up. The Ace Attorney will be starting very soon. Hello, Bob. Thank you all guns. Good evening. Hi, Pippi. Pippi is in fact here. Oh, you have a kitty with you. Which kitty is it again? What's the kitty's name? I keep forgetting. Anyway, how's everybody doing? You've craved Dr. Pepper. Got strawberry flavor. And you don't like strawberry? No. I've never had a Dr. Pepper. I'm not really a soda person. I've just never liked the way it felt in my mouth. Howdy. Hello, hello, hello. Skylar, right. Right. I remember now. Anyway, we are here once again. Potatoes are in fact the thing that exists. We're here once again with Ace Attorney. Last time we left off, we proved that the executives who were in a meeting could have, in fact, committed a murder, possibly, maybe. Gumshoe was there. Edgeworth was there. We got lost for a while. Mia came back and thought she was helping, but I think Mia showed up and made everything actively worse, actually. And then left. Anyway. No, not new game. Anyway. Yeah, we got lost in the maze that is this studio. October 19th. Wright & Co. Law Offices. That was a close one, huh, Mia? Mia who did not help. And really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Honestly, Maya, I'm glad you're back. Maya! So what happened? Everything is awful. Your sister made everything worse. You went through the Ace Attorney stream at ×2 speed. Something about with a sign on it to it. Yeah, there was a sign with it. There's just a Studio 1 and Studio 2. We thought the murder took place at Studio 1, but it actually took place at Studio 2. And then, I don't know. Some weirdo might have killed him. The guy. Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now all I need is a motive. And proof. I mean, do we really need a motive? Because it's like, you always see like crime shows and documentary, it's like, we couldn't figure out how, if they did it because they don't have a motive. Well, maybe they just did that. Have you ever considered they just felt like it? Have you ever considered that maybe they're just evil? They wanted to murder someone. There's your proof. There's your motive right there. Just wanted to kill somebody. Proof is more important. A motive doesn't mean shit. Because you could just... Couldn't you just say, well, yeah, they're crazy and love killing people. So there's your motive. Their motive is they felt like it. They wanted to... Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. So the body was moved then... Yes? It's implied that the body was moved before the rest of the staff could discover it. Yeah, because they found the body in no one like actively saw him die that we know of. They just found him like that. So they moved the body probably. Or freaking ghost magic, whatever. We have one. Tomorrow will be the last day we have. Thank God. This case is going on a bit too long. Initial trial? What's that? It's the first trial. You see, the very first trial I did, what was his name? Freaking Luke saw it or whatever. I don't remember. And Larry Butts was there. The Thinker was involved. You had to solve the clues with time zones. It was crazy. That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. 2 or 3. I don't freaking remember. I had so many cases in this, and they're going to speed up the whole process up. They're like, what if we simply made it go faster? This will make the laws better. So in that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. They're like, yeah, freaking... We don't need that long. Well, this game ends halfway through this case, so anything that happens afterward I know nothing about. Some shenanigans? Oh, there's always dumb shenanigans. Don't worry. Not Luke at me, no. It was Frank saw it, I think. This is the Japanese... Oh, wait, this is... I do know that Ace Attorney parries, criticizes how bad the Japanese court system is, but I didn't know the 3-day thing was an actual thing that happened. Anyway, this is... I thought this was just an explanation to make the court cases shorter so it didn't go on for like 40 chapters. Also weird since the American... Yeah, they all... Good old America with its samurais and spirit channelers. Oh, no time to waste. Tell me about the Steel Samurai, Maya. I don't get it, Maya. Why did Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? You could probably make a pun of that somewhere, Maya. What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Oh, right, you weren't there. Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick! Idiot! Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. I don't know. A funny, elaborate prank that went wrong? Anyway. You know what? Let's take a look at Mr. Powers. I don't know enough about court. Well, not just not knowing enough about court. Knowing about a court in a different country. That's also like 20 years old. From 20 years ago. How old is Ace Attorney? Like, yeah, it's very early 2000s. It's Game Boy Advance era. Detention Center, Visitor's Room. Oh, Mr. Wright. You did very good again today, thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? I always am. Oh. Wow, Nick. You must have really wowed him in there. Can you wipe that grin off your face? Everyone's showing emotions. I don't like it. Hey, WP! Only 1 day left. You have no choice. There's a chance Saul Goodman could have played Ace Attorney. What? When does Breaking Bad take place again? Like, I don't remember. The only Japanese, like, yeah, 90, yeah, basically you're always guilty that you said, oh yeah, Saul Goodman could have definitely played Ace Attorney. Well, does Saul Goodman have a DS? Okay. So thinks winning just one makes him a stellar attorney. Yeah, I think this game does parody having to prove it's guilty until proven innocent mentality there, and also not only do you have to find proof that your client didn't do it, that's not good enough. You have to also solve who did it, which is the freaking police's job. But no, the defense attorney has to do it. Like, well, since we don't know who killed him, I guess it's still you. Let's make it count. Yeah. Oh, there's not really anything I can do to help. Not really sure what I can do either. I am like 16. I summon ghosts sometimes. Please, this is no laughing matter. Someone's gotta be guilty, otherwise we'll have to fill out paperwork. Hey, what's with the sad music, buddy? Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Am I even pronouncing that right? Oh, the producer? No one's really sure how to pronounce her name. She's well respected in the industry, though. They say she's a genius. What if you were on trial for loitering and this goofy fox was your lawyer? Would you get the death sentence? I hope not. I don't think I'd. How bad would I have to be a lawyer to get a death sentence for loitering for my client? Hi, Moan. Genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? She's real scary. Ever since she came on board, we've been nothing but hits. Global Studio was on its knees. You could make a joke about that, but don't please. But she picked it up and made it shine. Where are you loitering to get a death penalty? Freaking Area 51? Oh, and what? Nothing, forget it. We're also too scared to tell her no because she's got that Cruella de Vil vibes. Real, like, evil scheming woman vibes. Real menacing antagonist vibes from that lady. Have you seen the long pipe she smokes? It's menacing. I've only heard rumors, anyhow. It has something to do with 101 Dalmatians. Oh yeah, this freak. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila, besides the fact that he sucks? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director. And that he made videos, straight-to-videos, about minors. Not sure why he isn't in prison. But something in his work caught Vesca's eye. Maybe it was the crime. Yo, Mr. White, I committed mass genocide and Saul somehow knocked my sentence down to a day in jail. I still don't know what Jesse Pinkman actually sounds like. I've never watched Breaking Bad. I've only seen memes. I only know the plot of Breaking Bad through, like, pictures of funny little dudes. I like this guy's outfit. A lot of orange. I like Will too. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Salmonella. They get it when they think about it, when they eat raw chicken. I hear he's pretty much at her beck and call, though. Gotta watch the show, Best Show. No, it doesn't. It doesn't seem like the kind of show I would enjoy. You know, the show where people actively get murdered. Cause I'm baby. Whenever she says jump, he asks, how high? And all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though. Though I can't imagine him jumping. I don't think he's physically capable of being airborne. Mr. Hammer. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? And he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh. Yeah, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. I forget that he's, like, only, like, in his mid-20s. How old is... Early 20s. What do you mean I'm almost the same age as Will Powers? Like, I was like, wait, role model? And then I realized he's 14 years older than him. Somehow. Alternate version of Better Call Saul starring Salmonella called Better Kill Sal. It has one episode. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. Bats! I was really looking for the sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. 5 years ago, exactly. Keep that in line for later. It'll be on the test. Actually, now that I think about it, something major, important plot point might have happened 5 years ago. Oh yeah, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. The distant future. The distant past of... 2013. Well, bye. Thank you. Oh god. Samurai in summer? Got it. I don't think samurais have to wear armor, though. There's some samurai shows where they don't have an armor. It's all about the swords. Banana? Banana. Ellipses. Ellipses. The old windbag sure is quiet today, huh? You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick? I think her guard's down. I'm about to kill her. No. My sneak attack! Yeah? I bet we could even eat those donuts at the guard station if we wanted. Dang it, I want donuts again. Happens every stream. You eat, you die. Ooh, she's alive, thank God! Hi, ma'am. I was wondering about Dee Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way. She seems bitter. I wonder why. Samurai armor was so good against arrows that they ended up looking like porcupines at the end of the fights. No, you wrote that good. Do you not like the producer? Look, studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. I'm not allowed to spill tea. Can I ask you about Salmonella? The director, not the disease. Sal, he's a pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. We'll tell you when you're older. About Mr. Hammer. Ash! Heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Call him a criminal, a thief, a scoundrel. I won't forget this. Oh, she's really pissed this time. Yeah, that's right, I can swear in this game. Forgot it was rated T, huh? You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Power's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop that low, it's impossible! Okay, bye. October 19th. Studio 1 entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Maya, I wasn't there for that. Think back. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2, right? Somehow Maya never seeing the internet. She lives in, like, the middle of nowhere in the mountains, I think. She has a single flip phone. Why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or producer? Anyway, bye. Okay, outside Studio 2. Oh, hello. Hello, ma'am. Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vasquez. Hello. Ellipses. Hello! H-E-L-L-O! Hiya, you should at least try to be polite. Ellipses. A lot of ellipses this stream. I would go and live in the middle of the mountain if I had internet. Personally, I'm more of a beach person. I prefer the beach to the mountains. She smunk. I'm watching the clouds. From my pipe, specifically, it's fun. Look. Look at all these cool shapes I can make with my cool vape tricks. That's all she has to say, apparently. Excuse me? Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Huh? Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick! She's really ticking me off! Oh dear. Here's the smoker. This is Dee Vasquez. She's... the producer? Yeah, the producer. No. I've already forgotten. One's the producer, one's the exec. She's in charge. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. Because I said so. You don't have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it! You did it! You killed him! She's the killer! My fey blood speaks to me. I know it, I know it, I know it! Oh dear. Why do I hear bird sounds? We're outside. There's trees. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manella. You must talk about that man. Perhaps because you talk about it in the trailer. By yourselves. Oh dear. Never talk to me again. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. The monkey. Mascot of Global Studios. Apparently its name is Mr. Monkey. We're just gonna check out the situation in here. Ellipses! I'm doing it too now. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny. It still seems pretty messy in here. It's almost as if they didn't want to draw another room. I guess she was still on that high from getting a rare card she needed. Or high, in general. Anything in here? This is where they had the meeting, and there are documents and paper cups scattering around. Looks like they were designing a set to use for a Skill Samurai show. Got some figures how much the set costs. Can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. What's in the garbage? Nothing here that could be a clue. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents. As frosted, can't see outside. It's far in October. It's dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. Because it is. Nothing to see here. Crumpled documents, how's it not a clue? Like, freaking... It's just invoices, probably. Employee area. Yes, they're not filming today either. I didn't want to see them filming, just one time. Trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found the bottle of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. Wonder if there's any clues, other clues lying around. Yeah! Whoa, no, touching! Gumshoe! Yay! Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. I mean, you almost had a heart attack! I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatic indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. The plate. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills? How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? There's traces here, it'll change color. Oh, neat. Oh, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? Now, everything in due time, pal. Ellipses. Another one. A triple. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on this plate has been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Investigation. How goes your investigation, Gumshoe? To tell you the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. Can we get that written statement for that, please? Feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. How is he? How is Edgeworth doing, anyway? Oh, he's doing terrible. Mr. Edgeworth's out of control! He was in the waiting room and he touched his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Youch. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth! Crushing paper cups. Cups, bottles. What? Say, whatever happened to that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. I found the victim Jack Hammer's prints on the bottle, all over him. So that means... Yep, sounds like it's the one who put powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Okay, cool. Can I... put this? Remains of the employees' furniture are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean it up. There's T-bone on the steak, by steak. By the left. Anyone in the dressing room? Oh, Jesus! Did not expect someone to actually be in here. Oh, hello. What are you doing in here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using anymore, so... What? Why? Because he's going to jail and dying. But WP's innocent! Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But... just because the last episode of The Steel Samurai... What? Oh boy. Last episode? What do you mean the last episode of The Steel Samurai? You know, it's a shock, but it's nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No! Also, I hear Global Studios is gonna change its programming. They're not gonna make kids shows anymore. What? What? I don't know. I'm an intern. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Mr. Hammer. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yeah? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Oh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume, too! What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Ellipses. Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. Penny, I swear to God, if you don't tell me right now, I am throwing you out that window. And I know this is a floor-level building, but I don't care. It's about sending a message. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Mr. Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? Anything? What dirt? Clay. Dirt. You know, bad stuff. Schemes, evil deeds. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They're using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. Film set? Is that trailer part of the film set? Studio policy. I know there was an accident, all rumors or whatever, but why aren't they making kids shows anymore? What's up with that? Studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. I want to forget it all. This all ever happens. They want it quiet. You understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? I don't know. It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll freaking watch Pokemon or whatever. I don't know. Power Rangers. New evidence found. Dirt. I'll find a new hero to borrow. Like Goku. Every boy loves Goku. No, that can't be true! They can't have another murder during a kid show if there's no kid shows to film. And our real studio would just change actors, especially since it's a masked actor. Like, you never see his face. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they, like, changed- oh wait, no, you see the Power Rangers out of suit for half of the episodes. I always found it interesting that the live-action bit- well, they're all live-action, but the out-of-suit bits for Power Rangers, like, those are original, but all the action scenes are just directly taken from the Japanese show. Of a different show. They just switched out actors to American ones. Which I think is neat. If the program ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something! That was weird. I guess it was to make it more relatable to an younger American audience? Me neither. They're both the same show? Not really. How old are the whatever they're called in the Japanese? Because Power Rangers, it's freaking teens with attitude or whatever. But I'm pretty sure the Japanese powers are just like full-grown adults. I mean, the actors in the American one are also adults, but still. Sorry, anyway. Goes back to 8 was Kamen Rider. I've heard of Kamen Rider. Yeah, I think evidence from words called for here. Here, take a look at this. It would be Cody's book, right? He loves it. I just find the concept of taking a show, cutting out all the bits that don't have anything to do with America, and just inserting a completely different show into it is very funny. A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. Show shouldn't just be cancelled because just so some adults can save face. I didn't butcher that sentence. I would think you would understand that better than everyone. Oopsies. You're right. Okay! What can I do, actually? Oh, I am, again, an intern. I agree with you, but I still can't do anything about this. Well, for starters... feels so dumb yet so understandable at the same time. I mean, I guess just localization to make it more relatable to the specific audience. You've obtained Clip Studio Paint EX. Oh, cool. Tell me how it is later. Tell me about what it is that Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died. And it was all Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Probably. Anyway. Producer, Miss Vasquez managed to hush it up. That's some dirt she out on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. It was an accident, right? Why don't you just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. But we're afraid of about what would happen to his career if it would work out. Also, you can still go to jail for manslaughter. I think. Maybe. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know? Thanks. We'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Okay, bye, Penny. I'll proceed to forget that you ever existed. Ma'am. What are you still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darnest to forget Hammer. Why do they make Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It was all due to Hammer! She's trying to froth at the mouth, Nick. I should keep a safe distance. God, she's rabid. Hey, give us the lore, please. What did he ask you about 5 years ago? I'm told. Where did you hear that from? Huh? Nichols! Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to? Oh, right. I forgot about her. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that. And the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun. No, I'm just doing my job. To protect Mr. Power. Jesus, calm down. You claim that Hammer stole Power's costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish. Do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole friggin'... I have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole... friggin'... sleeping pills. Here's my proof. What? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills. With Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. But what does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer has some sleepless nights. Where's our proof that he used those on Powers? Let's steak plate. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so. Okay, and? This is the plate that he used to eat the steak. It's got bones on it. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. Ellipses. Ellipses. I see. Poor, poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Damn, you messed up. Godspeed. Soul bag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. Tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Soul bag? You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the Mafia. Yeah, the Mafia is involved now. She silenced that paparazzi. Silenced, in quotes. Air quotes. You can't see them, but they're definitely there. It's the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand. Poor old Hammer never meant to harm anyone. Soul Bag? Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Soul Bag. Here, take this. Photograph. Oh, Jesus, another dead body. Wait a second. This isn't the picture. The trailer to Studio 2. Man, their special effects are really realistic, huh, Maya? I was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of the stairs there. There's the other actor, and they all fell into the flower box fence. How did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel like talking about it. I understand. Don't ask how I got this. You don't need to know. Well, we just got some evidence. We just got some evidence. We just have got some evidence. It's time to move the plot down. Hey, look at this murder. Look at this dead guy. She's not even looking. Where? Huh? What? What? Where did you get that? Nunya. Old bag. Old? She's the security lady, old bag, Nick. Jesus, are you forgetting these characters the moment they don't become relevant? Yes. Next question. Right. Anyway, more importantly, not Miss Vasquez. You hid this incident from the press, didn't you? What did you use to control Mr. Hammer? The wind. Huh? Those are birds, man! It's gotten stronger, don't you think, the wind? Ma'am, your smoke is going up at a solid straight line. I don't think there's any wind here. Ellipses. Your conversation interests me. Thank God she'll talk. Let's talk about it more in the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Huh, she must have gone inside the trailer. Flowers here. Oh, so pretty. You're taking good care of these. Don't get confused. That fence looks dangerous. Gee, I wonder why. You came. Well then. What was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk about all of a sudden? I love drama. Miss Vasquez. You were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why I was doing kid shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now? Yes! Well, that's what it is, isn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident. You used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star! Oh. I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause! You pressured him! I think it was just an accident. Excuse me! What is this all about? You keep saying accident this, accident that. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? Oh. Well, if it wasn't an accident, call the damn cops, ma'am! No way! You mean Mr. Hammer did it? On purpose? You think people would really do that? Kill a person on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Not in court, bitch. Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years? Over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. That's not- you believe she's having the smoke- she inhaled too much smoke. And thinking too much about running him hard. But the security lady said it was an accident! Well, she's a simp. Oh, she was a big fan of Hammers, you see. She jumped on that reporter who brought the photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises too. Bit a finger off. Whoopsies. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would have needed was the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me. Now. Your evidence. Hand it over. What? This is valuable evidence, boys! I summoned 4 goons in attack mode. Oh god. Me and the fellas. Where did these men come from? Who are they? Who are your friends? Professionals. She summoned a bunch of- yeah, she summoned 4 goons in attack mode. Good at erasing various things. Pencil marks, markers, people, data. Hey, Fat Tony! Let's get this funny-looking piece of paper from the Sol Goodman wannabe. Phoenix just starts... Phoenix and Maya just start doing their Marvel vs. Capcom moveset on them. This is canon. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why do you want this photograph so badly? Tell me why you set 4 mobsters on me. I want it that way. This is Mr. Hare's dirt. No? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm petty like that. I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. The one on the right, who's got his hand in his pocket, just pulls out a comically large eraser. Like, the big ones that you see at the book fair. The Scholastic Book Fair. He's like, oh boy, here I go! You got it, boss. No! Hold it right there! I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez! You're coming down to the precinct with me now! Damn it. He's far too large. My 4 goons are no match for this one very large goon. Who also has the power of friendship and not thinking on his side. Should have known. The eraser is carved out to be a gun. Hit like if you carved out your eraser to be funny shapes at school. Not bad. Very well. Appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then. In court. I'll be looking forward to it. Hey pal, you okay? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I had to get the playlist set up. And I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe! Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you! I was really scared. Nick wouldn't do anything because he's like made of sticks. Well, no, don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Lipsies. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just... I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Ugh. Okay. I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other soon. Again soon. Belle. Goodbye. Helnick. Looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? Dee Vasquez. And her 4 goons. Phoenix fought Wolverine and Albert Wesker? Yeah, you're right. Well, this it clearly must have been pre-Madness... I almost said Madness Combat. Marvel vs. Capcom. Obviously, Phoenix, after Ace Attorney 3 or whatever, then Phoenix trains for Marvel vs. Capcom, so he's not at his full potential yet. Thus, he could not have fought the goons. I'm the world's first Ace Attorney power scaler. Your dad is a clown? Like a professional clown? Or just for fun as a hobby? Or are you saying that because you don't like him? Hey, remember that guy? Surprised it's only been an hour. Usually those investigations take like too freaking long, especially the one before it. Okay, I need to get more water, I'll be right back. Alright. I was starting to feel the effects of yesterday's illness. It's weird. Yesterday I felt awful. Today, this morning, I felt fine. And after an hour of speaking, I'm starting to kind of feel again. I'm not even like exhausted sick, it just... my throat's kind of weird. That's all I can describe it as. So I'm also trying to mute when I do awful coughs. Oh, I didn't read his line, sorry. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final trial... Today will be the final day... Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. You have honey. A tea with honey might help after stream. I don't know. I don't think we've... Problem here, Malar, is... I live in the southern United States. The only thing we would have that's labeled tea here, I don't think any other person on Earth would consider tea. It's basically just lemonade. I don't think I have any tea in the house, unfortunately. Come to think of it. Are you a Texan? No. There's more southern states than just Texas. Yeah. I don't think I've even drink soda. No, I don't like soda. I drink water and only water. Anyway. What? Florida, Virginia, freaking South and North Carolina, Georgia, Virginia, West Virginia, Mountain Mama, Country Roads Take Me Home. Anyway. And some others that don't matter as much. Does Virginia Virginia's on that weird border. Anyway. I hope the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Not US map. Friggin... Oh yeah, I forgot about the obvious one, Alabama. And Tennessee and Kentucky. The moment you get off the East Coast, I forget every single state that exists. Virginia's East Coast. Like, I can know, like, the southeastern states on the coast. Anything after that. Yeah, I know where Virginia is. It's below West Virginia. For some reason. But above North Carolina. Which is not a state in the north. But it's north of South Carolina. It's called South Carolina because it's south of North Carolina. Anyway. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statements, please. Okay. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today I will call on people present in... God. I'm struggling through this. Today I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. It just seems a bit on edge today. But seriously though, I am nervous. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution calls Miss D. Vasquez to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. This Friday, Freddy Fazbear becomes real. Oh god, it's coming out already? I didn't even realize that. Take your time, Sammy. Oh, thank you. I will. Will the witness state her name and occupation? Now. D. Vasquez. I'm a producer for Global Studio. I actually am surprised she did, considering no one else has been willing to do that. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. I don't know anything about this, but they're guilty. I mean, she does have very big villain vibes to her. Oh, I didn't read my line. Right. What did you say? She's guilty. I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Nick, she isn't wearing pants! She's got a dress! Damn it. I entered the trailer. Oh, let me look at my evidence. Let me just... My badge. Time of death was 2:30. Dragging one leg at 2. So he died between 2 and 2:30. That's the guide map. The murder weapon... So we would have to... His time was... If he died at 2:30, the monkey's head was down at 2:15. But... Right, he wasn't in Studio... Wait, no, Studio 2 was... Which studio was blocked off again? No, it was Studio 1. Right, Studio 1 was blocked off. Studio 1 was blocked off. So there's a 30-minute time frame. Or he could have died between the meeting. That's the book, the camera, the 5-year-old photo, sleeping pills. Okay. No, Studio 2 is blocked off. But he died in Studio 2. Anyway, I entered the trailer before noon, so she was out there like a little before noon, so like 11:45-ish. Not really that important. The meeting began at 12, ended at 4. There was a break. There was a rehearsal afterwards, so he went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. 2:30, we took a 15-minute break. Okay, so she would have to kill them at during the break. Now the question is how did she get the body from Studio 2 to Studio 1 without anyone noticing? I don't care about the Wacom utility update. So and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Found Hammer's bar later, so when we all went to Studio 1. That's all. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? The van. Oh, the van. There's a van at Studio 2. Oh. Well, that explains... That's... Huh. I wonder how they got the body to Studio... From Studio 2 to Studio 1 without anyone noticing. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppling over. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it! The trailer at a little before noon. At 4. Okay. No one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. It's... The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. So please stop banging your little desk. It hurts my ears. We rehearsal afterwards. We went to Studio 1. When did you go to Studio 1? When was that? Forgotten. Could you try remembering, please? No. And at 4 we're that's how no one noticed. There was an hour gap that they could have gotten there without anyone seeing the body. I would think it was between those times. You would think? I don't say the obvious, Edgeworth. The tea, so I had Sal take me. Or at 2:30, we took a 15-minute break at the meeting. What were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Yeah, I mean... Oh, oops. Oh my god. It was a 15-minute break. Do you have someone who can verify this? Val? No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. She committed murder in that break. What time did you eat a T-bone steak? She didn't eat the steak. Well, Nick? Find anything? It's hard. I think she's pretty used to being the boss. Proof that she didn't eat the steak. Let's look at my... Proof that she didn't eat the steak. No. I immediately forgot I did that. Prove that she didn't eat the steak. It's a steak, but doesn't have proof of it. That was in the employee area. By yourself? Yes. You didn't stop in the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. Alright, press this. No one left during the meeting. read that already. Proof that she didn't eat steak. Hold on. It's I'll take you? What does that mean? Means what I just said. It's I'll take you in the studio. T-Fan, alright. Uh, 15-minute break. Do I present the steak? Apparently I present the steak! Even though this one was in the employee. I got confused. I'm like, well, this one wasn't found at the Studio 2. It was found in the employee area. As I thought. Claim you ate a T-bone steak. But I say you did not! What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's the plate. This is a plate on the table of the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright. Did I remind you this was a T-bone steak? Now I want steak. Exactly my point. I could go for a T-bone steak now. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Miss Manella ate at tables outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plate. The plates were bare! Yeah. Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how could a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. I mean, she also could have just thrown it in the trash, but she didn't eat the steak, obviously. That's what we're trying to prove. She didn't take 15 minutes to eat a steak, she took 15 minutes to murder someone. You wouldn't eat a steak during that break. Took your steak and threw it somewhere. Like that incinerator. I see. And what was Mesca's doing during her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? Picking on Salmonella and meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order! Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and she posed at him menacingly. I just realized who she reminds me of. She reminds me of... This is Lisa if she was evil. Then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Gonna just throw those cards right on the table immediately, but apparently. Mr. Wright! Isn't that a little presumptuous? I love making presumptions. What kind of stone are you pulling, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yeah. Fascinating. Here I was worrying that today would be as boring as the rest. I hate jury duty. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. I thought this was the battle of wits, but you seem to be unarmed. Your mom sucks me good and hard through my jorts, ma'am! Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Okay, time to have a mind battle with this woman. Oh god, she's even got the organ boss move. This sounds like a freaking Castlevania boss music. First testimony and Phoenix is already accusing him of murder. Listen, this is our last day. We have to make things go by pretty quick. Let's see. What's the murder weapon again? Oh yes. The samurai spear. Yeah? As you can see, I'm a woman of petite stature. I'm just a little guy, as the kids would say. How could I possibly use it as a weapon? Oh, I didn't mean to click. Okay. I was trying to move my tablet, but I guess I clicked that option. I think you would have had a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Not sure anyone would. Huh. You see? Yes. However, that was no bearing on this case. Meaning? The samurai spear was not the- Oh, I got it right. I got it right by accident, I forgot! Oops. Well. What? Yeah, he gets it right by accident. What's the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Right. He died in Studio 2. He died, and there was the bent thing. What? But I haven't said anything yet. I know you were well enough to know. What? Did I not? What? Samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon. Oh. I present proof the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. I heard that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. Someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who was wearing a fixed costume with this through the chest? Oh yeah, and also it has no blood on it. That too. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Even aware of what you're saying? Are you stupid? Are you an idiot? The samurai spear was not the murder weapon. Pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon... I can tell you. I tried to show you earlier. Afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Here, let's see the murder weapon then. Freaking... fence. Look at this photograph. Every time it makes me laugh. Oh, what is this? Wait, that's Jack Hammer standing on top of the stairs. Order! Order! When I have order, this trial will be suspended! Mr. Wright! What's this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was close kept secret at the studios. Does Ezra get any witnesses to actually respect him? No. To be fair, Phoenix also doesn't get any witnesses to actually respect him. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, freaking moron. Still can't see? See the fallen man on his photo? See how the spouse pierced through his chest? Are you blind? What? Oh god, I didn't see that. Are you saying... Yes. What happened 5 years ago... he just fell over. Has happened again. Mr. Wright! Continue, this is interesting. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it! She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. had done himself 5 years ago. But whether she did it on purpose or accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, died the same way he caused another man to die. The Vince has a KDO of 200. Or KDA, I mean. "5 years ago! Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Strange, isn't it? Oh, very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my scriptwriting staff. You deny what I say is true? Mr. Wright. Let's say, for the sake of argument, hypothetically speaking, that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Devil's advocate. If the body was found, and I literally figured this out the moment you mentioned the van, ma'am. I mean, the evil magistrate's costume, no less. Are you claiming that I carried the body to Studio One? Returned the trailer? All the pace of 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? Break in the meeting at the trial lasted 15 minutes, from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio One and placed aside his costume? It was enough time! Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body? Other than her own hands. For instance, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Yeah. Interesting! Yeah, she summoned her 4 goons to carry him. Mr. Wright? Please show us how she carried the body. Damn van! It's huge. A big van for a big man, Miss Vasquez! You carried the body to Studio One. And you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony? Just be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio One. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. Hey, Tony, let's move this dead actor man to Studio One and put him in a new costume. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio One. Then, before anyone else could get there, you put the body in the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget that it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Of course he was. He's a simp. Of course Sal Manella's been a conspirator. But he had to be placed in the van and put in its costume. There's no way this could have done all that alone. Have you seen him as a freak? Of course he did it. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator that they conveniently have. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. Sammy wins! I win? Huh. That was easy. It's usually not that easy, so... What now? What do we do now? Huh? Don't, huh? Me? What, do you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost, something like that. I just said that. Wait, so you mean... Steve Vasquez, so it was you? Oh wait, you actually did do it? I was just... spitballing there. You killed Jack Hammer. Who can say? Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Who knows? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. Well, that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Jackhammer, hypothetically speaking. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? What? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it says the witness says, well, it certainly does seem very likely that she did it, but, there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. He's like, I'm gonna be honest with this one. I'm not really sure about this. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? You did it, Vasquez. Miss Vasquez, you did it. I know. That wasn't a question. Did you do it? No. Damn it, I could have got her there. Yes. That's right. Yes, Your Honor. I'm not sure that question helped this court get any closer to the verdict. What do I do now? Testify again? I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? I don't want to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. If I were to testify again, what's the point? I only say what's said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You ask the same questions and get the same answer. It's a waste of time. Damn it. Damn it. Like, come so far only to fail. As it seems, there are no further questions. I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Oh. Ellipses. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I did not. Cool. Thanks, buddy. This is... What? I see. Very well. Oh, he's back! I'm back, Your Honor! I forgot what I was going to say, I remembered. I request that the witness testify again. But I just said that. You're the prosecutor. Everyone is confused. No one knows what's going on anymore. You're the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see that we have anything to gain by repeating the last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, what the fuck is your problem? I too see little point in Miss Vasquez repeating herself. What exactly do you want her to testify about? Oh yes, Your Honor, this trial was way too short. I don't want to leave so early. Indeed, verily I say, ergo. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Boy, what? Very well. He just wants to hear more about the Steel Samurai. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter. Nick! Why did Edgeworth do that? I don't know. I don't know, Maya. He probably realized she did it too. But wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict after all that? Edgeworth. I don't know if Character development, I guess? Question mark? Thanks! I hate you, but I don't, but I do, but I don't, but I do. Okay. This is Deus Ex Machina, the case. Yeah, sure. I was with Sal and Oldbag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. Security lady Oldbag was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying, "He did it!" I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. And then I went home, and then I left. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination anyway, I guess. Okay, Nick. Close, real close. She may be acting tough now. But if you put it... Yeah, sorry. But if you put her on the spot, she'll sure to falter. Find the key! And you need to twist the truth out of her, Nick. Right. Okay, oh god, what do I even do here? Edgeworth will ruin your life if you get on his bad side when he's defending you. Good thing he's not a defense attorney, he is a prosecutor. Different job. I was with Sal and Oldbag security lady when we found the body. Rest that, I guess? What time was that? We had to meet at 5 o'clock at rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. Then did Mr. Manila arrive at the studio. About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies in costumes, mind you. Pressing harder. Where are the other employees when you get to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well? Then you could have put the hammer in the costume with Salmonella's help. Oh? What did I just say? Did I just say I wasn't stuffing any bodies in the costumes? Listen, you try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy? You see, I didn't kill him because I said I didn't, idiot. Day 2, only Powers was absent. We know that. Immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. What was everyone else doing at that time? Edward was starting to feel the same sense of bullshit Phoenix normally experiences and try to do what Phoenix does and makes shit up on the spot. Because it normally works for Phoenix. No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent. He stood there until Powers finally arrived in the scene. He was like, "Oh god, I'm sorry I'm late." And then silence. Dead silence. And then he started crying. Get it? Dead silence? Because he was dead? Hey Nick. Why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. Okay. Security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said it's because she saw him going towards the studio, right? We knew that. Press her harder, I guess. Detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard this all after the fact. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. If there's anything that I can use... That's suspicious. Hold on. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Asked to be left out? You can't do that. Yes. Seeing that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. We're nice enough to understand that since we were in the meeting, there's no way we could have been involved. Us, they covered for us. Covered for you. covered it up for you. All those bigwigs in the meeting after all. I'm sure professionals help convince everybody they don't require questioning. Script and direction notes. Wait. Script in your direction notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. Who would have do to have them stolen? I guess not. No, that's... Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There's a murder after all. Who would think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well. Ms. Vasquez, please continue. No. Huh? Bro! This is my job! Also, wasn't she looking for her script earlier? No, that was the day after. Never played / seen Danganronpa. Not sure if it's... I think it's a game. Originally, at least. It's both. Oh, did they make an anime out of it? Your Honor! 3 exclamation marks! I have an objection to the witness's last statement. Huh? Think. Jessica says she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Do you see what that means? Oh yeah, duh, she would have to know about it beforehand. She would have to have known about the murder before going to Studio 1. Why didn't Phoenix say that? Phoenix like, oh yeah, that checks out. Order, order! Mr. Edgeworth! Yeah. Just said is the reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Are you rethinking of a career change to the fence? Do we have to switch places now? Oh, well, let me just bow so you don't have to worry about it. I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, regardless how the court sees my role here. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edward's helping me! Danganronpa started as a decent visual novel about murder mysteries and some extra stuff. Developed more games, anime, and like all series lots of way after several releases. Huh. So prosecution is cahoots with the defense? What kind of— well, I wouldn't say cahoots, but there's something going on here. No matter, a bit more than cahoots, actually. I think you misunderstood me. I had perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured, couldn't do any action scenes. Hammer wasn't injured. Sally told me. Sal director, huh? To find something to peg her. No, Hammer wasn't injured. It was... Powers, but that's the photo? You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Literally, Hammer wasn't injured. How hard is this to understand? Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo. That's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. We talked about this. Pretending. One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammers, and the security there went, ooh! Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammers who was injured? I said it was Sal who told me. That's right. Must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Smell was at the run-through that morning. You don't know it was Mr. Powers that was injured. He saw it happen. Why would we tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez, you saw Hammer limping, obviously. So you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but wasn't it Mr. Powers who was injured? You just established this, Your Honor. Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah! And when was he doing this? Well, been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume. And went to Studio 2, where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order, order, order! I will have order! Witness, can you refute this claim? Let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Riddle me this, idiot. Why are the real colors are so persistent? In the world, why I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. So you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? There's a reason, it is unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say on this matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Friggin' picture. Proof, I'll show you. Present to you the court, friggin' picture. This may be my proof. This is a photo from before? This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. But D. Vasquez felt a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. The case is currently up for trial. It begins on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident perpetuated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bring us to present day. Mr. Hammer's last stroll as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was the constant source of shame for the X-Star. I think the evil magistrate's cool. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you've only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive was Miss D. Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. From what you say, I would have no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Mr. Wright, explain my motive for murder. She had no motive. Because it was the other way around. She had no motive, Your Honor. It's Mr. Hammer who was out for blood, yeah. Like, he had enough and said, fuck work. And, all Miss Vasquez was push him off the stairs in self-defense. He's like, wait, hold on, but, oh, that's where we're going? What's that now? Simple. Mr. Hammer was intended to kill Miss Vasquez. This is not fitting music. A man is dead. Don't play this. Who is playing the Steel Samurai music? What? 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 Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Powers with sleeping pills, snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume, wore the costume to fool the security into thinking it was Powers, Maya, turn off the steel. Maya, who gave you the aux cord? Turn that off. No. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. For what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who had cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. My vape. She no longer smoking. So, you did do it, didn't you? Yes. I'm guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere! We're too late! Ah! Miss Vasquez! What happened here? Maniel fell from the stairs! Maniel! Maniel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No. No, look at this. It's an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Maniel! Maniel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez! No! Please don't die. Please. I'm sorry for that moment of weakness. I was having a flashback. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. Mr. Edgeworth? Where's Dee Vasquez? She summoned her goons and they took her away. In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and as collected as ever. I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? It appears you have brought yet another miracle. Thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. I literally did half the work. Will Powers was innocent. How he should be found so is only natural, not a miracle. Ignore those other times I declared those innocent people guilty, though. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant Mr. Will Powers... Manuel. Maybe it's a regional thing, because I've always heard it as Manuel. Manuel. Hey, Tony, who's the boss now that Vasquez is in jail now? I don't know, that gumshoe guy? He's got a funny accent like us. The court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. Yippee! Oh, look at him, look! He's all sad and pathetic in the corner. That is all. Court is adjourned. October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court Lobby, number 3. Sammy is streaming Voices of the Void. I don't know, this would be in 2018. I don't think I'm streaming anything. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yeah, but sad. I know that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez. To think he tried to frame me for the murder makes me sad. Sadder than usual. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer blame me? I don't know, show him evidence? Well, here's what I think. Mr. Hammer wanted to put you to blame because everyone loved you? Because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai? Mr. Hammer was a big star once. He was reduced to acting in kid shows. That's the villain to boot. I don't know why this is emphasized so much. People love villains. Kids love the Steel Samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime. I think you're missing the point. Oh, thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I, so am I. Congratulations, WP! Oh, oh? Thank you. I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Oh, they didn't tell him. Huh? Is something wrong? No! Of course not! Ah! Nick! Edgeworth! What about him? Oh god! Front-facing Edgeworth isn't real. Front-facing Edgeworth can't hurt you. Front-facing Edgeworth. Hello. Can... Can I help you? Say something right. I'm not good at small talk. Huh? Huh? What? Conversations? You have those? I thought you just yelled at me. That was too bad, Edgeworth. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? No, I really want to thank you. That's because we've gotten away if you hadn't stepped in and did those weird things for some reason. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of yours, Mr. Powers. Fire! Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? However, in retrospect, it would have been better if we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes. Unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That is why I came to here to tell you. Sorry, I stumbled on my words there. I'm leaving. Mr. Wright, what just happened? What did he mean by that, Mr. Wright? Yeah, that conversation happened while Will Powers and Maya were just awkwardly standing there watch this all happen. And they're like, what? Huh? Anyway, there's the classic line. Was that guy your friend? What? Friends? As if! They're rivals, right, Nick? Like Sasuke and Naruto, and Sonic and Shadow. For now we are, I guess. Huh? I'm not going to elaborate on that sentence. Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick, tell me. What's the deal with you and Edgeworth? I'll tell you when you're older. And I didn't respond to her question at all. Suddenly, the shippers don't seem that out of place. Oh, don't worry. There will be more. Don't worry. There will be more. Saying, huh, looking back, that sounded way more gay than I remember? Oh, don't worry. This is just the beginning of it. We have 2 more games to go through. It is not just because they're rivals. People ship them because they're like that. Also, you must have not have seen the official Miles Edgeworth and Phoenix Wright branded wedding rings sponsored by Capcom that you could buy. Andrew's idea of dating is looking at case files with him. He really pulled the get out of my school post. Like, at Tumblr post, like, I had a crush on a boy in, like, first grade, so I sent him a letter in crayon that said, "Get out of my school." He really did pull that. I caused quite a stir by revealing the accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought the programming change. They went back to making kid shows again. That I won't watch. But at least Maya's happy. And then, feminism won. It's girl time. There are Phoenix and Edgeworth official. Yes, they weren't branded on as wedding rings, but it was very obvious that they were. Nick, this is it. This is a new show. Starts today. You're gonna watch it with me, right? Right. I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't seriously think they'd go through with it. It's not a ship. It's a whole damn cruise liner. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? You have to trade with Cody and the assistant, who we've forgotten the name of. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that Evia Pig gets the play again? Oh, I forgot about this. I wonder if they'll show his real face this- No! Definitely not. I don't think the world is ready for willpowers. They're not ready for willpowers' power. The end. And then the game was over. Before we go, it's been what? 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait. I can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? Now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge. What? Merry Christmas! And that's where we'll leave off. I hope you guys had a good one. Hope you like that cliffhanger. I could kill Phoenix. Damn. That looks familiar because that is a meme to hell and back in the Ace Attorney fandom. This entire specific case is you're going to recognize a lot of this solely through memes, probably. Because it's like the iconic case of Ace Attorney. Anyway. That is all. Did I save? Partial bullet, no I know what happens, but people in chat might not, so... Wait, has it been... But don't, allude to anything that happens in the case, just so you don't spoil it for other people. I saved, right? Oh, well. Anyway. That is all for tonight. Tomorrow. I haven't seen any memes of the case. I'm saying I think that part of the case before. I won't say anything, though, of course. Right. So, just in case, no spoilers. You gotta keep your lips sealed. You can only talk about things in Ace Attorney that have previously happened on stream. Anyway, before I leave, very exciting news. I talked about it on the Discord. It wasn't in the announcements, but Voices of the Void has updated. Technically 3 times because they did a bug fix and then a bug fix for the bug fix. But it's now, like, out, ready to be streamed. I considered streaming it tonight, but, like, I haven't streamed Ace Attorney in a week, and I didn't want to, like, stream Voices of the Void twice in a row, possibly 3 times, because we also have to see what happens on the 24th. So tomorrow, on the 24th, apparently a special event happens. Plus, there's like a whole new update with a bunch of stuff. When more Breath of the Wild? Uh, After October, probably. Or like whenever either if I finish Ace Attorney first, if I or after October. So yeah, like next week. Oh god, I forgot about my house. My house will be on the 30th. How about that? Um, anyway, I already got like everything prepared for Voice of the Void tomorrow. I have made sure that my save file was complete, which good news. I don't have to reset any of the game. We continue from where we left off. There shouldn't be no issues. As well as I've added some fun new things to the game. Some customization that I hope we'll get to see shortly. Yeah. Oh, right, and also this Friday, the 27th, I don't know what exact time, but there will be a Gartic Phone event so to celebrate the 800 subscribers that I've got on the community Discord. It will not be live streamed. I'll try to post more information about it soon, but it will be recorded because it's not going to be live streamed for reasons. Jurassic Marsh demonstration minigame radio. Damn it! How did you say that? But as a joke, but I actually did that. I took like some game music and I did download that one file you sent. Anyway. Yeah, there was actually a Gartic phone stream for a subscriber special. I don't remember which one, but if you notice there's a 100 subscriber milestone that is mysteriously gone from my channel, there's a good reason why, unfortunately. Anyway, that's all for tonight. I'll see you guys tomorrow with Voices of Void, and have a good one. Join the Discord if you haven't already, so you don't miss out on special events like the Gartic phone. And also announcements. And also like and subscribe, all that, YouTuber ending stuff, blah blah blah. Anyway, I'm going to bed now, bye.